Good evening, YouTube. So, what y'all think about Jussie? All right, latest I know, the latest I heard from Jussie Smollett, he is Fox is picking up Empire for a sixth season, which is absolutely amazing to me. Now, I don't mind saying when I'm wrong because I sure guessed that one wrong. I thought for sure they were gone. Anyway, they are returning for the sixth season. It looks like Andre is not going to be there. I only caught the tail end of it last night. I don't really watch the show anymore. But it looks like he was going to commit suicide or he's dying anyway. It's inoperable. But as you guys recall, when that show first started, Lucius was supposed to be in a situation where his situation was inoperable. Whichever, I forget what disease he had, but and then some miracle drug come along. And you know how Empire does it. You could be dying one scene, the next scene you're back alive, and they found a miracle cure or the dog's blood or whatever. So, I mean, you can't just assume. If they wanted to just bring him back, I guess they can just bring him back from the abyss, because they're not going to have Jussie Smollett back next season, right? And Andre is supposed to be killed off. Not last night. He almost died last night. He was planning on suicide. Cookie rushed in, knocked the pills out of his hand. Suicide because his situation was inoperable. He only had a couple months to live, and he didn't want to die in agonizing pain. Right? Cookie rushes in, knocks the pills out of his hand, and tells him that his girlfriend is pregnant. Is that his girlfriend or his wife? I think it's just his girlfriend at this point. Anyway, so we're led to believe that Andre was about to bite the bullet, right? Now, we have one more. They have one more episode airing next week, so we'll find out if he's gonna be dead or not. Or they may try to drag. I hope they're not gonna drag no death scene out for a whole nother season. And then we put up with this shit with Lucius. But Lucius, then he came close to death and he lost his leg. Of course, now, like I said, scene is over 1 minute. Next minute is totally something else. There's no mention of Lucius not having a leg now. No. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So, what do you guys think? Are they going to have to pay him? I guess he's under contract. But I'd assume that would be they have to pick him up every year, so there must be a new contract every year, right? So how can he be under contract for 6 years if they never know how long they're going to run? Is he under contract for the run of the show? I'm not sure, but they said, well, they have to pay him for the next season anyway. But if he's not going to be appearing in the show, it's not clear, because if he is officially still a part of the show, even though he's not going to make any appearances, does that mean they have to pay him per episode? I believe they kept talking about how much they got paid per episode. So if they're not in that episode, do they still get paid for it? I mean, they're going to pay him for scenes that he's not in? So if they pay him a salary, then perhaps he's under contract for the run of the show. And they would have to pay him out for the 6th year, even though he's not in it. But if they're paid per episode, which is the way they were spending it before, then he still won't get paid except for episodes he appears in. So are they saying they're going to do this split like they do? They do a few episodes, 9 or 10 episodes, then they have a split in the middle, and will he return for the next episode? Because if he just gone to London, technically he could come back at any time. They feel like it's cool off time. Will Fox figure out if people want him back at that point? We don't know. We don't know anything. I'm just curious about his money, though. Meanwhile, that woman, Kim Fox, she has been subpoenaed because they're investigating her handling of this case. Why was he let go? And all of the various circumstances. After she recused herself, then she made the decision to cut him loose. So now she's being subpoenaed by what do you call that? I don't know. Is it in trial? Whatever. Grand jury. I assume it's the grand jury. So she got to explain that. I don't think that necessarily involves him though, because if they have let him go, he is let go. I don't know that they can find her in wrongdoing and then recharge him again because of her wrongdoing. That doesn't sound like it's going to happen. But she might have messed her own career up, messing with his boy. So if Jussie is under contract with Fox for the 6th season, does that mean it could work both ways? Does that mean that he could not work for anyone else? If he's still under contract with Fox, technically, does that mean he can't appear in any other shows? I mean, you disappear from that television for a year. You know, it's a climb to get back, particularly after Scandal. So we'll just have to see. I guess they're gonna keep us hanging on. I wish they just say, okay, he don't work here no more. But they're saying, no, we have an option. We're leaving the option open, but he won't be in the next part of the season. They do it in 2 parts, so they ain't said nothing about the second part of the season. So I guess maybe they'll try to figure it out if things have calmed down, if people's attitudes have changed by then. Best thing for him to be, they have to pay him. Because I don't know what kind of debts he accumulated while he was on that show, but he still got to pay his bills, right? If he can't work nowhere else because he's under contract and he's not getting paid for the episodes while he's on contract, he could be up shit creek. Or he could have it made. They got to pay him off. So we'll have to see. But the main thing I think is they were renewing them every year, which I assume that means they have a different contract every year. I know that Taraji didn't want to come. I don't know if Lucius wanted to come back or not. There is a steady paycheck, so. But Taraji P. Henson has been appearing in a lot of movies, so she's got other things to do. And I'm sure they all must recognize the damn thing is dead. So maybe with young people it's not dead. Maybe the young hip-hop, little pre-hip-hoppers will still get into that. I don't know. Anyway, that's the latest on Jussie Smollett. He will not be invited back to the next season, but he is still under contract with Fox for the 6th season. Okay? Ms. Kim Fox is being subpoenaed by the grand jury, investigating her involvement in this case, particularly after she recused herself because she knew the family. All right? Okay, I'm off to the gym. I'll do the best I can.